I'm Ernst, and you should be watching Canton Community Television.
Brought to you by Canton Community Television, now from the television studios of Canton High School.
Welcome to the Dog Pound. I'm your host, Tyler Kelly. Today I'm here with newly named varsity captain of the football team, Rory Ritson. Rory, welcome to our show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
All right, to start off, how does it feel to be named the new varsity captain of the football team?
It feels very good. Definitely proud of it. Excited for new things to come.
Explain what it felt like when your name got called up there to be the new captain.
As I said, it felt pretty good. Me and my two other captains, Owen Lena and Charlie Zach, we all went up at the end of the Canton football banquet after being elected.
What are your expectations for next season and why?
I definitely have big expectations. Looking forward to this off season. Going to get a lot of people in the weight room. Definitely trying to get a lot of people stronger and faster for next football season. We're losing a lot of seniors who had a big impact, especially on our defense this year. Definitely have a lot of people who need to step in and fill in those roles.
All right. What are you most excited for about next season?
Excited. It's my senior year. Fourth year playing football. Just really want to end it off with a great season, even better than I did this year. Definitely have a lot of rooms to improve. Same as the whole team. Hopefully we can end with another big Thanksgiving Day win against Stone Black Knights. And hopefully we can make a playoff run next year.
After a good 7-3 season last year, do you think we'll follow that up with a better season or worse?
There's definitely a lot of shoes to fill with a large senior class. But I think if we get a lot of people in the weight room, as I said earlier, a lot of people putting in that work over the summer, I think we can definitely end with a better record, better season overall.
All right. Before high school, did you ever believe that you would become the captain of the football team?
Never really had that thought. I originally didn't play football until high school. I used to play soccer.
Why'd you make the switch?
Just wasn't really a big fan of it overall. My dad was, that's why I played. But then once I got to high school and I got a little bigger, I decided to make the switch, and I don't regret it at all.
Did you like playing soccer or no?
No, I wasn't a big fan.
How would your younger self react to you being a captain now? Do you think you would be excited?
Yeah, I would say I would be excited.
What do you think your strengths will be when it comes to being a captain next season and why?
Hopefully I can have some good leadership. Definitely want to get people putting in work over the off season, what I emphasize on a lot. Just get a lot of people in the weight room because I spent a lot of time there this off season. It definitely affected me overall as a player. I got a lot better. I got a lot stronger. That's kind of what I want to emphasize on. And then next year, no messing around at practice and just get it done.
What do you think your strengths are as a leader?
Hopefully get people to listen up, stop messing around.
How will you enforce that, though?
Probably some yelling. I mean, we got the pads on. I mean, if somebody's not listening around, you give them a little hit. Just get everybody in line.
What is your favorite part of football?
Favorite part, it's probably the game day. I spent all week preparing. We got film, we got practice. Spend time talking to actually one of the teachers here, Coach Bohane. He teaches gym. I spent a lot of time with him during the week, just going over some stuff, fixing some stuff up for the big Friday night game, having to learn how to cover their offense, all that stuff. And the Friday night is where we can really all show the work that we've put in and come out with a win, as always.
What's your favorite part of practicing?
My favorite part of practicing is actually when we're in full pads and we get to hitting. Something I look forward to all school day. And then we get down on the field, and then it's just a lot of excitement. The team we got some competitiveness on the team this previous year. Hopefully we can bring that back next year. So people get fired up. Big hits are late even when we're at practice, and it just gets the whole team going, and it builds a lot of chemistry, I think.
What's made football like so special for you during high school?
Met a lot of new people, which was good. I had some leaders in my life, such as the coaches. I'm a big fan of it. It's something I look forward to all year round. During football season, it's probably my favorite time of the year. And then after football season, I play 2 other sports, but those sports are just to get me better at football, just get stronger, get faster.
What 2 other sports do you play?
In the winter, I wrestle at the 195 weight class, and in the spring, I run track.
Do you enjoy both those sports?
Yeah, I'm a fan of both of them, but they don't really compare to football. It's kind of what my favorite sport would be, I would say.
What is like your favorite part about like the whole entire team in general?
I like the camaraderie, the chemistry that we build. Just it's kind of like one big family. I mean, you can get a little upset with your teammates from here to there after they, lay a big hit on you at practice. There's a lot of smack talk going on, but overall, it just brings the team closer together.
When you first started football, did you enjoy it or no?
Yeah, I loved it right off the bat. Definitely not a regret switching from soccer, and hopefully I want to go on to play at the next level in college.
Were you scared coming into high school because it was your first season playing? Were you scared you weren't going to be like good or not?
I mean, obviously I had a little worry, but I came in with a pretty good size freshman year, and overall I've gone bigger and stronger, and that definitely plays a part.
Mm-hmm. Last year, didn't you have an injury?
Yeah, my sophomore year I actually missed majority of my football season due to a broken ankle.
How'd you overcome the injury and improve?
I mean, I had to do a lot of physical therapy. And then once I got back, I mean, I was able to play in the last couple games. I played on JV. And then after the season was over, I played wrestling, and unfortunately I broke my collarbone doing that in the sectional semifinals. But then had to do some more physical therapy for that. But the second I was back, I got in the weight room and just got a lot stronger than I previously was. And I definitely got a lot faster, too. Spend the time in the summer getting better, working myself back up, and ended with a very good junior year.
What's your favorite part of like the off season?
Definitely, I would say personally for me is the weight room. Get a lot of kids in there. It's always exciting when somebody hits like a new max, a new PR. We have testing days. Everybody's in there. Everybody's fired up. Got the whole team. We actually have a strictly football weight room that we do 3 times a week from the spring all the way through to beginning of summer camp. And I mean, you definitely see a lot of growth in some of the players. We got kids like Luke Richards. He's a sophomore at Canton High. He actually won the most times. Pretty sure it was over 100 last year. And he's grown to be a very strong kid. I think he'll have a great junior year. But yeah, everybody's all excited. You get a lot. It does help in the season too. You get a lot stronger.
Do you think it helps build like chemistry and like brings your team together?
Yeah, I would say for sure we get a lot of chemistry from it. Just being around those guys all the way from January to the fall, and you already get to know them. You already, when you see them, you already have a little bit of chemistry. We try to do, definitely this year, we're going to have a big emphasis on after weight room or before weight room. You got to be at the turf for an hour, and we'll just be throwing the ball, running plays, just getting all those plays down. That way when season comes, the quarterback, Owen Lane, already has connection with his wide receiver. His defense already knows all the coverages. We just get a little head start on that.
What was your favorite game this season and why?
My favorite game this season, I would say, would be the Thanksgiving game against Stone Black Knights. Big rivalry. I would say that was probably my best game of the year too. Personally, came off with a solid amount of tackles and 2 sacks. Just was fired up from the start. Little cold morning, and we had just been working on getting ready for that game for the past 2 weeks. I spent a lot of time with Coach Bohan, like I said, in school. Every day, typically, I spend some time with him, talking to him about what we got to do better, how we're going to run the defense. They actually switched my position. I was playing defensive end, outside linebacker for majority of the season. And then when we came to Thanksgiving, they had some people switch up, and I switched to nose guard, right in our center. We run a 3-4 defense. And then during practice Prentice actually switched to a defensive edge just because of the way they run their offense. But I definitely think it was a good switch, great call by the coaches, and we just kind of went out there and did our thing. We've lost them the past 2 years, and it's a huge rivalry, and it was very exciting, very emotional to come away with a big win.
Was that the first time they've won during your high school career?
Yeah, I would say so. It was definitely a big memory. I'll remember it for a long time.
All right, well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you for joining us, Rory. We wish you and your team a great season next year, and congratulations, Rory. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
This has been an FPR production featuring Joe Blizzard, Viola Bonwell, Kevin Brophy, David Carlson, Colin Davis, Andy Delizia, Liam Doherty, John Feeney, Tyler Finland, Andrew Kuchak, Ernst Marcel, Brandon Mendes, Carlos Mendes, Carolyn Zuzak, Madeline Smith, and James Young.
I love being captain of my own spaceship. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Hopefully there's no one sinister in the galaxy. Sinister means giving the impression that something harmful or evil will happen.
You're watching the Student Station on Canton Community Television.
Welcome to the Dog Pound. I'm your host, Grady Carr, with my special guest, Tyler Kelly, a football player for the Canton High School Bulldogs. He had week 2 of the football career this season. Got moved up JV to varsity. Thank you. Tyler, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me, Grady.
Explain how you first got involved into football.
When I was 5, I started football in Somerville, and ever since then, I've really loved playing football. And, you know, I've always been surrounded by football in my life, and I think I was just kind of like meant to play football.
Yeah. Somerville. Where is Somerville?
I actually couldn't tell you. All I know is it's in Massachusetts. I think it's near Boston, but it's not really too close to here.
All right. How old were you when you moved to Canton?
I think I moved going into 3rd grade when I was 8 years old.
When you started football, was there a certain player you looked up to?
I don't think there was a certain player. I think I just looked up to my grandfather because when I was younger, he used to coach me. And, like, I think everything that I know about football comes from him. And he really taught me a lot. And I don't think I would be at the spot I am right now without him.
That's awesome. Do you love him?
Of course I love him.
What position are you?
I play slot receiver and safety.
Why is this a good fit for you?
I don't know. I just really like playing receiver. I think it just fits me well. It's an easy position. You know, I like that about it, and I just like everything about playing receiver. And then safety. Recently I just started playing safety, and I've always just it just really clicked with me, and I just really enjoyed playing safety.
It's awesome. Have you played those positions your whole life, or have you switched around?
No, back in the day I used to be a left tackle and a nose guard, but yeah. slimmed up a little bit.
I used to play football, and I was a left tackle too. It's a big boy position.
It's awesome.
I see you're not like 300 pounds right now, so I know you couldn't be that now.
Yeah, I don't think I'd fit well with left tackle.
Tell us about your favorite memory as a football player.
That one's tough, but I think last year, my first ever game was probably my favorite memory because I was just like really scared coming into high school and playing football. We lost, but I think I played very well that game, and I was just like kind of got me over my fear of playing high school football, and I think it was just like an awesome memory.
Are all the fears out now? Are you like all like comfortable?
Yeah. When I got called up to varsity, a lot of the fears came back, because it's like just like a lot better competition and stuff. But I think now I'm just very comfortable with it, and I think all my fears are gone.
Did you do anything to overcome them, or did you just like?
I think just like practicing with them and like getting to know my teammates better just made me comfortable with playing.
What is your greatest football achievement?
I think my greatest football achievement was probably getting called up at the start of the year. I didn't really expect it happening, and I feel like it was just a big accomplishment since I'm one of the younger guys on varsity, and it was just like a great accomplishment to get called up.
Do you play at all on varsity?
Yeah, I've been returning the past couple weeks, even though I'm not returning on Thanksgiving, and then I started on offense for 2 weeks, and I'm pretty sure I'm starting on defense for Thanksgiving, so I've been playing a good amount.
All right, that's awesome, man. When you first got pulled up, did you think you were gonna play at all?
No, I really just thought I was going to be a practice player and just like help out the team in practice whenever they needed, but I started doing really well, and I think, I put in a lot of work this off season, and I think that, really earned me a spot.
You must have worked hard then.
Yeah.
What are your like football like strengths and weaknesses? Like, what are you like good at? Bad?
I think my strength, that's kind of hard. I think my strength is just like I like connect well with my teammates, so like the chemistry's there, and I think one of my weaknesses is I get in my head a lot. All my coaches have told me this, and all my coaches told me I sometimes get in my head, and I could always work on that though.
Yeah. Football's a mental state,
Yeah.
When you get out on the field, do you care more about style or playing good?
That's a good question. Obviously, the better you look, the better you play. So, gotta look style, of course. But honestly, if it really came down to it, I'd rather have better style and play bad than play good with bad style. Cause like style over everything, and like just like the greatest part.
Yeah. Every day on that Friday morning when you wake up, put on your jersey, go to school wearing your jersey, do you just feel like special?
I wouldn't say I feel special, but it's just like something just feels different, I feel like energetic. I feel like I'm in a mindset, I'm really ready to get going, and I'm just like kind of locked in, and I'm just like in a very good mood that day,
So when you play football, there's always fears of getting injured, getting hurt. Like, if you got hurt, like, how do you overcome it?
I've actually never had really a bad injury before. I've never missed time with an injury ever in my life, and I've been playing for a while, which is like, really, really blessed about that I haven't had a bad injury. But sometimes after games, I feel really sore for a while, and I just like to, I don't know, I just kind of sleep it off,
Yeah, it's a great idea. I heard ice baths can be good too, but
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I don't really like the cold.
no. What does it take to be a successful football player?
I think just having a good mindset and like you know, chemistry helps a lot, being a good teammate. I think a lot of things going into being a good player, but I think being a good teammate is probably better than being a good player cuz you know, last year I feel like last year we were a lot worse than this year, and I feel like the talent gap isn't that much, but I think our chemistry's a lot better this year, and our like team bond is a lot better, and that kind of reflects it from our record.
Your team has a number of young players playing, right?
Yeah, we have a good amount of young players playing.
Do you think the young players are a reason for that success and bond you guys have?
I wouldn't say the young players really help the bond, but playing up on varsity and stuff, and like last year, a lot of the people who are juniors now I've been teammates with, so I have good bonds with a lot of them, and I think like kind of weight room really helped our chemistry a lot. Going in there, kind of getting to know our team better, and like working with our team really just like made us better.
Yeah. When you step out on that field on game day, when you step out on that field and see all the people cheering, the section going wild, the cheerleaders dancing, do you feel like nervous, or are you feeling like you're meant to be there? Like, what's going on?
I feel like it's both. Like, obviously I'm nervous. Like, I'm nervous like about playing good and stuff, and obviously I want to play great and do good in front of all those people. But I feel like since I'm out there, obviously I'm meant to be out there, and if I'm being put out there, all the coaches believe in me and stuff. And I feel like the people don't really make me nervous. It's just like a lot of things that make me nervous is like, being out there in front of all like the varsity coaches and like kind of like proving myself makes me nervous a lot. But I feel like if I am out there, then I'm out there for a reason. So I feel like I'm meant to be out there.
You play like you're meant to be out there too. I've been watching.
Thank you, Grady.
Do you just love like the cheering from the student section? Like, does it like make you feel like so hype?
Yeah, I do really like the student section. I think that's a great part of our games. I think from last year, one of the greatest things that improved is the student section. I think a lot of people, come to show out to the games and really support. And I think that like kind of helps us a lot because it shows that a lot of people believe in us and like want to be there to watch us. And I feel like I just feel like that's a great part and like really helps us a lot.
Yeah, it must be awesome. Yeah, since last year
Student section wasn't too great.
bigger and looks more fun for us, more fun for you guys. It just must be awesome. You're a young player. What's it like playing football with people that are like 2-3 years older than you? Tell us about it.
I think like it really helped me improve because playing with older players obviously helps me get better, and I think by the time I'm a senior, that'll really help me a lot because I feel like playing with those older players like obviously makes me get better because those guys are more experienced, a lot bigger, probably a lot faster and stuff, and those guys have been out here playing high school football for a lot longer than I have, and I think playing with older guys only helps me improve.
Is there anybody on your team like a good captain or like a certain player that you think is like a really good teammate and like you like kind of like role model?
I think there's a few people I could say that. I think like Julian Prentice, he's a captain. He always kind of lifts everyone up, and then Charlie Zach, great teammate, great guy. Last year I was playing with him, and I learned a lot about safety and slaw from Charlie Zach. And Michael Sayers too, great teammate, great guy, always makes everyone laugh.
Love that. Good happy bonds, great thing. What is your pregame routine for your football games?
I don't really have a pregame routine, but usually before the games I go out to eat with my friends, and then I'll go to Seasons, grab a couple snacks, grab a drink, and then in the locker I like to have my headphones on, listening to music. Yeah, locked in, and that's kind of my routine, but nothing special, nothing that I do every single game. That's like means a lot to me. Yeah.
All right. So you got pulled up, which is an awesome thing.
Yeah.
Now you get to play, maybe even start in the Thanksgiving Day game, which is a huge game for the Canton.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone comes, Stoughton people, Canton people, all come to watch this big game. What are you feeling about that game?
Obviously, I feel really nervous, and like right now, 2 days before the game, I'm already getting mentally prepared for it. It's a big game for Canton, obviously everyone wants to win against Stoughton, and being out there on the field and playing, means a lot to me, because last year I never thought I would be in this position playing and starting in this game, and I think obviously, it's just like a big deal, and like I'm getting prepared for it right now. I'm just want to get ready for it. Just do good for my teammates and everyone there.
After the game, after you guys get the big dub over Stoughton, are you having anything special for Thanksgiving? What are you doing?
So every year for Thanksgiving, I usually either go to my dad's or my mom's. This year we're going to my dad's.
Tyler, thank you for being here on our show today. We've learned and enjoyed that your football career has just started and it's growing. I wish you best of luck in your later days in your football career. For Canton Community Television, I'm Grady Carr. Thank you.
Thank you to our guest, Tyler Kelly. The show is brought to you by Catherine Budway, Grady Carr, Nicholas Crow, Robert Dixon, Samuel Duty, Jasmine Finland, Vlad Francourt, Isabel Freitas, Nolan Harney, Ryan Hart.
Hi, my name is Gavin. I have a 20-year-old sister. I have an A in Mr. McDonough's class. I live in Japan. Which one was false?
Gavin's lie was he does not live in Japan. He actually lives in Canton in the United States.
I am the best substitute teacher at Canton High School, and you should be watching Canton Community Television.